Hello everyone. Today we will learn the synergistic effect and the capital budgeting.
First, we will get to know what is synergy means. Synergy is where two or more firms work together in order to achieve business goal. It will be done by merger or acquisition where both of the firms will gain higher profit and achieving the goals. Synergy effect can be seen as increasing in the revenue when a firm wants to expand their product line whereby they can gain more profits. Synergy effect also refers to the cost reduction where the firms can eliminate the avoidable costs. Synergy effect usually had a positive impact, but some of the firms may not work well together where it can lead to negative impact. Apart from that, synergies also can be created in management team where it will lead in increasing the capacity and workflow that was impossible when the teams were working independently.
What is a capital budgeting? Capital budgeting is the process of evaluating and selecting long-term investments that are consistent with the goal of shareholders' wealth maximization. The term capital budgeting refers to long-term planning for proposed outlays and their financing. It may be defined as the firm's formal financial process for the acquisition and investment of capital. It is the decision-making process by which the firm evaluates the purchase of major fixed asset. The importance of capital budgeting. The first importance is the involvement of heavy fund. Capital budgeting decisions require large capital outlays. It is therefore absolutely necessary that the firm should carefully plan they are put to most profitable use. Next is long-term implication. The effect of capital budgeting decision will be felt by the firm over a long period and therefore they have decisive influence on the rate and direction of the growth of the firm. Last but not least is irreversible decision. In most cases, capital budgeting are irreversible. This is because it is very difficult to find a market for the capital assets. The only alternative will be to scrap the capital assets so purchased or sell them at a substantial loss in the event of the decision being proved wrong. There are 4 techniques in capital budgeting. They are payback method, average rate of return, net present value, and the last one is profitability index.
Now, we move on to the synergistic effect and challenges towards the capital budgeting. The sum of the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. There is a positive and negative synergy. 2 is better than 1, however, it can also be 1 is better than 2. Basically the phrases portray the synergy concept. If there are 2 companies merged together, it will create a synergy, either a positive or negative. Imagine that, in a class, there are many students. They were divided into several groups of 5 students each. They were required to solve a problem and provide solution. Thus, as soon as they create groups, the synergy is created. So, how will the synergy give effect towards the capital budgeting in a company? The main concern in creating synergy is that the companies would want a higher profit and lower cost when they merge together. From these 2 main concerns, it would give effect towards the capital budgeting of the company. Synergy can be categorized into several types. The types include corporate synergy, which can be divided into marketing, revenue, financial, cost, which refers to the financial benefit an organization achieved when acquired, merged with other organizations. Synergy can also be categorized in multi-product unit, sales, operating, and investment. Before deciding the types of synergy that a company wants, they should evaluate the synergy based on the value created from merger, acquisition, joint venture and partnership with other companies. They should measure the operational efficiency, pricing power, economies of scale, competitive advantage, fundraising and others, which include assessing growth rate, tax advantage and employee motivation. Therefore, this is how the synergy can give effect towards the capital. From all the evaluation, a company can decide on what types of synergy created that is beneficial to them, and can fulfill their desirable outcome. A synergy can give effect towards the capital budgeting of a company. Because when they merge, they need to make decision on whether to buy an asset, or not to buy an asset for the business. They also need to make decision whether they should invest in a company or not. Therefore, this shows how a synergy can affect the capital budgeting in a company. However, there are challenges in synergy. Among the challenges are communication. Communicating with the employees, empowering them and creating a culture for them for integration. When mergers and acquisition occur, employees and management are generally left in the dark. Corporate culture differences also would give a bad synergy. Besides that, false perception could be a challenge towards synergy. We thought that the company is good enough and have all the synergy that we required, however, it is the opposite. A well-known company is not necessarily better than the average. Challenges also could occur when it is so difficult to evaluate the types of synergies, especially the revenue synergy, during the negotiations. This would lead to overpayment and unanticipated integration problems. For example, Proton, a Malaysia company, would like to have a technological advancement and additional capital for their company, while Geely, a China company, would like to expand their business in order to increase the sales. Therefore, they form a partnership, thus creating a synergy. Their merge give the desirable outcome that they want. Both of them able to triple their value in the market, and able to achieve what they want. From their merger, Proton can reduce their cost for R&D, as they can get the technology and additional capital from Geely, while on the other hand, Geely able to expand their business in Malaysia as they can increase their profit. This synergistic effect gives a positive synergy, which affect the capital budgeting for both of the companies. However, due to this partnership, there are limitations and challenges. For example, corporate culture challenges. Since this company have different background and work culture, this will raise an internal problem towards the company, which relates to their employee. This merge will create a communication problem and creates confusion for their employees. It raises uncertainty.